Hi everybody and welcome to this posture tutorial. We're going to be focusing on Cobra, which is a back bend as part of the Surya Namaskar in Sanskrit, or sun salutation, very traditional sequence of postures in yoga. And I want to offer you some guidance and some tips to make sure that your body and your mind is getting the most out of this posture. So we're going to come onto our bellies here, and to start with, the first modification for Cobra is Sphinx. So what we're going to do here is take our forearms in front of us, and I would like you to look down at your elbows and just make sure that they're either directly below your shoulders or a little further in front of your shoulders. Okay, so we don't want them too far back in line with our ribs. We want to make sure that we've got space for the forearms in front of us to push into the ground. Okay. And then, just like with Cobra, we push all 10 toenails into the floor, and we nestle our pubic bones down into the floor as well. My fingers are spread in front of me and my chest is lifted. Now, it can be really common, well, for lots of things to happen, but for the head to tilt back is something that I see a lot. So we're going to look directly in front of us, and just going to invite you to close your eyes once you've got this gaze directly in front of you, and relax through the glutes. It can be really tempting to squeeze the bum cheeks here, so relax the glutes and feel the heaviness through your legs, through your pelvis, and breathe into your belly. So breathe in through your nose and out through your nose, and feel your belly moving against the ground. So our hips are down, our hands are down, and then the last thing is push into your forearms so that the chest lifts. So we want whichever variation of our Cobra that we take, whether it's a Sphinx or whether it's all the way up into upward facing dog, we want it to ensure that the focus is in the spine. Okay, it has an uplifting quality for our energy. And then we're going to lower ourselves back down. We're going to take our hands either side of our chest, and we're going to bring our elbows in. So one thing that I see a lot is that the elbows come away from your body. So you're going to wrap your elbows around your rib cage. Your elbows are pointing back in space. Your toenails and your pubic bones are still on the floor. And then really grip the mat with your hands. And you're going to get this feeling of pulling yourself through, pulling your body through your hands. So let's give it a go. Pull yourself through and then come up just a little bit. So keep this pulling sensation backwards with the fingertips, pubic bone down, toenails down, kneecaps down. See if you can lift, but keep gazing in front of you. Now the shoulders, lift them up, halfway back, down. The shoulders are really nestled on our back. I see a lot of the time the shoulders up here, okay? So this is Cobra. You can come further up. You can just be all the way down to the ground, but with the crown of the head lifting. These are all variations of Cobra. Take a deep breath in through your nose, and then come down and just make a pillow with your hands and rest your forehead down. If it's more comfortable to rest on the side of your head, you can do that as well, and just take a moment here Just let your spine settle back into neutral. And then come back, rest on your forearms again, and I'm just going to show you, for those of you who may be ready in your bodies to take this a little bit further, upward facing dog. Okay, so once we feel our spine, our bodies have warmed up a bit, or when we've been had a bit more time to get used to the practice, you can come into upward facing dog, which is when you pull the whole of your torso up and your arms straighten and your toenails are still down, but you can lift your thighs off the mat. Okay, so there's a pulling of the body forwards, the torso is lifting tall, but I'm not yanking my head back here. So keep the gaze forward. This is much more, requires a lot more arm strength, but you've still got this feeling of the body being pulled forwards. So the chest is coming through the arms, the chest and the rib cage here. Okay, and then settle yourself back down. Again, take a moment, rest the forehead on the hands. And then we're just going to come all the way back to a child's pose, just to let our spine realign. So sit all the way back on your heels and stretch your arms in front of you and rest the head down and feel that natural curve for the spine. Take one final breath here. And then come and sit on your heels if that's comfortable for you. So it's much more common to see this posture, as I've said, as part of Surya Namaskar or a sun salutation. So I'm going to just show you how it fits into the flow of those postures, and maybe you want to do it with me as well. So from all fours, curl your toes under, take your hands slightly further forward of your shoulders and lift the backs of your legs, the backs of your thighs and your pelvis up towards the sky. Take a deep inhale. Find your hands and your feet melting down into the ground. Your spine is extended. And then we can come forward into a plank. We can drop our knees. And then we can come down, pelvis down, and we're back on our belly. So once again, we can pull ourselves forward and through into our back bend, or all the way up. So your shoulders really come back and your rib cage is pulling through your arms, and then you would come back into your downward facing dog. Another option is forward into plank, halfway down, pull yourself through, upward facing dog, and then back, downward facing dog. Okay, come down and rest. So I really find, especially practicing in the morning, that coming into your sun salutation, the first couple, taking knees, chin, chest and coming into Cobra, is a great way to warm up through the spine. And then as your body gets a bit warmer and you get more joint mobility, more strength, you can move through Chaturanga, which is where you come halfway down, and then pulling yourself through to upward facing dog. But be patient, give yourself time to adjust and for your body to get used to this practice. Okay, thank you very much for watching. I hope that's been helpful.